Hey, New Life Church, I'm Pastor Joe. I'm here with Daniel and Jim, and they have a really cool story. Tell us how you met, guys.
Well, I received a call one day from Gabe Jenkins, who's men's ministry pastor, and he mentioned to me that there's a young man that
This guy.
That he wanted me to be okay if I gave him a call. Said he recently lost his father, and maybe we could share some things together. So I said, okay, can't hurt. And so I called up, and I asked Daniel. I said, would you like? Told him who I was. Would you like to get together for a cup of coffee? And he said, sure, as long as you're buying.
That's what he said. Daniel, how was that for you?
It was awesome. Jim called and said Gabe had contacted me, want to get together and just talk through some things. So.
And Gabe had known that you had recently lost your father, so this was a rough time in your life.
Yeah. So I said I'd be more than happy to. So met Jim at Starbucks and so forthcoming, easy to go along with. The first thing that he said is, "You're a grown man. I'm a grown man. If this doesn't work, let's let each other know and we'll go our separate ways." So,
because that's how, I mean, you guys were basically just assigned to be mentoree together, and so he just gave you that out. But you got, it seemed to work out. You got some mentoring from Jim here, and then this is where the story gets really cool. Tell us what happens next.
Well, this last around Thanksgiving, my father had an accident and was hurt. And so I spent the next 2.5 months in Texas while trying to see if his recovery. He passed away in January. But during that time, it was a very difficult time, away from the family and there with my dad, who I was very close to. But then I get a call, contacts from Daniel. And he called and he just asked, how you doing? Let's talk a little bit. And we'd talk and he'd share with me some things and he would let me share things. And it was beautiful. And then he'd pray. And I tell you, that young man can pray, you know. So it was a blessing of a sharing of love, I think, from two guys that was total different.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, how am I, an old stick in the mud like me, getting along with a guy with earrings and tattoos? That had to be God, and it was.
Yeah.
Plus, we both have a very closeness to our fathers. We did.
Absolutely.
In fact, this last week, maybe I'm talking too much, buddy, but this last week we got together, and what did we do? We shared about things of our fathers.
Cried.
Yes, we did. Yeah, we
shared
did.
memories.
Yep.
So here's this mentoring relationship that just got assigned to you through Gabe, our men's pastor. Ended up working out. Daniel, you were able to be mentored by Jim, and then Jim, in this beautiful kind of scenario, was able to be mentored by you, Daniel. That's pretty cool. Let's thank the Lord for the story.
I just want to say something. I don't think it was signed by Gabe. I think it's signed by God.
That's good.
You agree?
Absolutely.
Signed by God. Well, let's praise the Lord. I'm Pastor Joe. This is this week's story. We'll see you next week. That was good.
Okay.
You guys.
Yeah.